with a high of 60. Clear tonight, low 35. For tomorrow, partly sunny, high 65. Mostly sunny, 70 on Saturday, and for Sunday, partly cloudy with a high 72. Overnight low was 36, yesterday's high 53. Currently, humidity at 97%, winds are calm, and the pressure 30.1. Right now, sunshine 37 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mark Turner over there, Mike Dreeth here. The Big Thumper's here. Sheldon Bunny.
Big Thumper.
The Big Thumper.
Big Thumper.
That's who he is. You know, you got KO Wednesday, and now we've got the Big Thumper Thursday. Happy birthday to one of our favorite people, Christy Horning's birthday today. And let me tell you something. She looks marvelous. Just marvelous. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Okay? I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
I think she looks marvelous.
Okay.
So there. But happy birthday to her. She told us the other day it was a significant birthday, so I'm not going to go into any more detail than that.
Okay.
Sheldon, you got anything to say about that?
She's probably 40.
Well played, my friend. Well played.
He knows how to play the game.
Obviously. Got the big free screening clinic tonight. There's lots going on this evening. This is at 4:30 tonight, right?
Yes.
This is the Shrine Club is doing this, and can you tell me a little about it, the two of you? You're both.
Well, we have one
right?
once a year, but it's a orthopedic screening clinic.
Right.
Sort of a fast track to the Shriners Hospital
for
for children in St. Louis, but
it's
we're going to have a doctor or two out there, or a nurse practitioner, and they're going to have a look. If you think you have a child with an orthopedic problem, bring them on out.
That's right.
Bone, muscle, or joint problems. And this is going to be at the Horizon Healthcare. This is at the hospital, right?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Well, I wanted to make sure we pass that along. I'm in search of. I'm probably going to have to call my friends.
Is that you?
That might have been
Sheldon.
me.
Okay.
Was that some sort of bodily sound of some sort?
No, it wasn't a bodily
I think it was a
sound.
phonely sound.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say we have certain rules here in the studio. Bodily sounds are not permitted, right?
Yep, that's right.
Not a lot of circulation in here.
There's a window behind me, so.
Yeah, well, we can open it if we have to. We also have the mapping thing tonight, right?
Yep.
5:30 tonight.
Uh-huh.
Over 80 people have been invited, you said?
I think so.
And this thing could go on for 3 hours, and how many nights?
5 weeks. 5 weeks.
At 3 hours apiece.
Well, there may not be 3 hours in all 5 weeks combined,
You could map
each
North America in that period of time.
Well, what we're doing is we're mapping out the future of Fairfield.
Oh.
Strategic planning, what's the most important projects that
this is going to be a
the
lot of
group
those.
feels is going to be.
There's going to be things on the wall, and you're going to put colored stickers on them before it's over with, right?
Actually, it's going to be like pin the tail on the donkey.
Don't use a Sharpie when you're writing.
That's
That's
right.
right, because it's got to come off. All right, well, that's coming up tonight.
I have a lot of ideas, none of them good. I have a lot of ideas, though.
The Big Thumper Speaks. It's going to be at the Elks, right?
Yep, at the Elks.
All right. I've got to talk to my friends out at Ultra Products because, when I harvested that deer on Saturday,
Yeah.
I have this little kit that you use to be able to do the field dressing.
Yeah.
I think I lost the chest plate saw inside the deer.
Seriously?
I can't find it.
They'll find that at the processor.
Yeah.
Well, I hope.
Yeah.
I hope if they they'd return it.
down
If your sausage has kind of a metallic sparkle.
Yeah. Down the road, Carol's going to make deer chili, and you're going to be eating that, and you're going to, is there a piece of bone in my deer chili?
no,
and you'll
it's
pull it out,
steel.
and it's silver.
Yeah.
Or is that like the sign of a stroke? If you're tasting metal or something, or maybe that's smelling toast. I can't remember.
Well, I'm trying to see. I looked all around where the where the deer fell and stuff like that. I can't find it anywhere. And I got to have one because of course I'm a great bone collector. I'm sure there will be more harvested on my property before it's over with. So I've got to find. I'm going to call Carla, see if they have one out at Ultra Products. And also, by the way, don't forget, show us your rack.
That's started.
My picture is on it. Now, I want to make sure everyone understands. I'm not a contestant.
You're not eligible.
I'm just showing off.
Okay.
So there you go. But maybe if you get a buck, you'll want to show us your rack.
Okay.
And we'd love to see it.
You know, where I'm employed, we have several nice racks, and I've thought about giving rack tours before.
Really?
Yes.
I think it's time for the bucket of bunk, don't you?
It's getting deep in here, but
We want the bunk.
We do.
Give us the bunk.
Well, I'm going to give it to you. Irene Ryan was born on this date in 1902. You know who she was?
Ryan.
Yeah. Come on. You
Granny
know that.
Clampett?
Yes. Daisy Mae Moses
Okay.
in the Beverly Hillbillies. The mother-in-law of Jed. There was only 5 years difference in their age, by the way. But she played his mother-in-law.
Hmm.
She
Did a
died-
fantastic
Well,
job.
where were
she
they
did.
from? They were from down
Bug
the hills
Tussle.
of Bug Tussle. You know, down there.
It
That
could
could
have been that way.
happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. She died in 1973, so it's been a long time. She was married at 20 to a guy by the name of Tim Ryan, performed vaudeville with him. She was sort of the dumb blonde in the act, sort of like the Burns and Allen thing.
Yeah, kind of like Gracie Allen. Yeah.
Yeah. And she divorced him in 42, back in during the war. She kept the surname, though. Appeared in some sitcoms early in the 60s. She was on the Danny Thomas show. Do you remember that?
Do not.
Do you not remember the Danny
No,
Thomas
I
show?
remember the show. I don't
yeah.
remember her.
No,
being
no,
on
no,
it.
no. She was also on the Real McCoys. That was one of my favorites when I was a little
Okay.
kid. Walter Brennan was in that. Anyway, she married twice, no kids, and really one of those enduring 1960s characters. By the way, did I tell you I've got another 1960s sitcom star? I'm working out the deal for them to be a part. Remember the Eddie Munster thing that I did?
Yeah.
This one's good too. Coming up soon on this radio station.
Okay.
People are dying to get on the station.
Literally.
1960s sitcom stars are, in their 80s begging to get on WFIW. Evel Knievel was born on this date in 1938. Do you remember as a kid watching the
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Wide World of Sports and all the different events that Robert Craig was involved in? That was his real name. He died in 2007. Here's a fun fact. And see, give me the over and under on Bones Broken by Evel Knievel. The over and under being 200.
I'd say over.
Yeah, I'm going to say over.
433 bones broken or fractured in his career.
That's more than twice breaking every bone in your body.
Yes.
So isn't there, what,
It's a-
206, 205, 206 in your body?
He had that horrendous Caesar's Palace crash. He probably broke every bone in his body twice that day.
Yeah.
He is in the Guinness Book of World Records for most bone fractures. That's a horrible record to own.
Yes.
Anyway, first time he did it, he jumped something. He did his own promotion, his own emceeing, and he jumped a 20-foot long box of rattlesnakes and 2 mountain lions. And his back wheel hit the snakes, but he was able to land without any problems. Well, that inspired him. So then he had...
That was at the age of 4, right?
I don't see the age that started.
Probably had one of them little toys where you wind it up.
Nah, he was on a bicycle. He was hardcore.
He found a sponsor after that, and he did a new stunt. He jumped. Now, you explain this to me, either one of you. This is the way it's said. He jumped spread eagle over a speeding motorcycle. How does that work?
Well, when the motorcycle is coming, you jump and you spread your legs out.
Well, you got hit in the groin pretty hard.
I would say that was, yeah.
There's another broken bone.
Hey-o!
Oh! Anyway, he went 15 feet into the air. He also started jumping cars, as we know. The big one was in Vegas, you're right. He got on a guest spot on Joey Bishop when he had on talk show talk show. And that got him going. I mean, people then started talking about him.
Yeah.
His longest jump was 141 feet. He claimed, now think about this for a moment, he was uninsurable.
Surely not.
I think we can find somebody. He had, but so despite the severe groin injury, he had 4 kids.
There's a miracle.
2 wives
medical
and 4 kids.
miracle.
Yeah. Of course, then the famous Grand Canyon jump.
The Snake River?
Snake River.
Yeah.
That was an absolute debacle.
That's his rocket car or something, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
Everybody kind of wondered whether that was real from the beginning. You know what I mean? Because the chute got pulled and he landed safely in the bottom of the Snake River Canyon. Gary Puckett of Gary Puckett and the Union Gap is 77 today. He dropped out of college to play guitar. His songs include Woman, Woman, Over You, Young Girl, and Lady Willpower. You remember those songs? Gary Puckett and the Union
I
Gap?
do not.
kind of a theme there, but
There is a theme there.
Certainly is. Union Gap disbanded. He disappeared from music totally. In 1981, he started appearing on the oldies circuit with the Grassroots and Herman's Hermits without Peter Noon.
Don't they call that the So Happy Together tour?
That might be it.
I think so.
So he's still performing at
I was kind of
77.
hoping that Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters would be on there. But
He's married. He's got 2 kids that are probably my age now. Anyway, Alan Jackson, also born on this date. He's 61 today. 75 million records worldwide sold. 44 million in the U.S. alone. 66 songs on Billboard's singles chart, 38 of which were in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
He is a member of the Grand Ole Opry, Country Music Hall of Fame. His first job was in Nashville. He was working at the Nashville Network, the cable company, the
Really?
TV. Yeah, he's in the mailroom. That was his first job. And his wife connected him with Glenn Campbell to jumpstart his career. She bothered Glenn Campbell.
it worked.
It worked. Here in the Real World was his first big album, 1990. He married his high school sweetheart. Now, interestingly enough, she wrote a book here recently about his profound infidelity.
Oh, really?
She wrote the book. It was published, and they're still married. How does that work?
Well, he probably got caught, and she went, you know,
You think
I'm
that-
gonna- I'm
you
gonna
think there
make
might have
you
been some money
pay.
involved there, Sheldon?
I'm going to make you pay for the rest of your life.
You're going to come back. You're going to come back and live with me.
That's right.
I'm going to make you.
Honey, I don't know how to tell you this, but I just published a book about how big a jerk you are.
It's on the bestseller list. Here's a copy. Wow. He's an avid runner, by the way. He runs between 100 and 120 miles per week.
Per week?
Yeah.
I bet in cowboy boots or
No.
And his
no.
cowboy
Well, it's
hat?
pretty clear from the book that he runs around. Anyway, he's a classic car collector, too. He's got a 1968 Shelby GT, and he's got a 1970 Chevelle SS 396. Does that mean anything to you, Sheldon?
both nice cars.
Yeah? Those are his 2 cars that he loves
That he
more than
loves
anything
more than
else.
anything?
So there you go. And this date,
Except running around on his wife.
which is in a book, all you have to do is grab it. 1931 on this date, Al Capone, convicted on income tax evasion, sentenced to 11 years in prison. He was released in 1939. 1939, this date, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Remember that was with Jimmy Stewart,
Yep.
right? 1945, I think one of the most beautiful women in cinema, Ava Gardner. Do you agree with me or not?
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra was enamored with her. She married Artie Shaw, the band
band leader, yeah.
1978, President Carter signed a bill. Now, get a load of this. This would never happen today. But in 1978, a Democrat president, Jimmy Carter, signed a bill that restored full U.S. citizenship rights to Confederate President Jefferson Davis. You think that could happen today?
No.
No, probably not.
Absolutely not. I don't think so either. 1957, in music history, Jailhouse Rock, the Elvis Presley film, premiered in Memphis. That's where it started.
Okay.
1960, Billboard reported that Dion and the Belmonts were breaking up.
Sad day.
Yeah.
67, the musical Hair premiered at New York's Public Theater. You remember Hair?
Yeah, that was a big controversy on that one.
Because they were in their birthday suits. Mm-hmm. And that went on forever.
Singing about hair.
They were. 1977, Street Survivors, released by Lynyrd Skynyrd. 3 days later, vocalist Ronnie Van Sant, guitarist Steve Gaines, Cassie Gaines, that's Steve's sister, and road manager Gene Kilpatrick were killed when their plane crashed in Gillsburg, Mississippi.
Now that one that had the flames on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it ran out of gas. It ran out of fuel.
Yeah.
There's a couple good documentaries on the Netflix and
No,
the
I
Hulu
mean
about that.
I mean the album cover had
Yes,
the flames on
yes,
it.
it did.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. But you're right. I have seen that, Sheldon, and
Yeah, I
they're
have too.
really good.
Yeah.
The guy that survived, one of the guys that
Yeah.
survived, tells the story of they didn't have a gauge. It was an old DC-7 or something like that. How do you get in a plane and say, hey, I sure hope we topped it off?
Was it kind of like your tractor where you take the stick and put it in the gas
That's
tank?
exactly what happened. Wow.
They all partied too hard and somebody forgot whose turn it was to.
Oops.
Fill the gas.
Oops. It came down only a few miles from the airport, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, 1979. Oh, and that guy that survived dragged himself 2 miles to a farmhouse
Yep.
where the farmer come out and shot him. Thought it was a guy. I mean, he's dragging himself up. It's a long story. 1979, Fleetwood Mac's 2 record set Tusk, released by Warner Brothers. Mm-hmm. And in 2001, the heirs of Bing Crosby filed a $16 million lawsuit accusing Universal Music Group of underpaying royalties for recording. Sheldon Bunnings here is our guest. We have the question of the day. And there were some people confused about this, so maybe I should apologize. No, I'm not going to apologize. The question of the day, should people be allowed to obscure their true identities online? I think that's pretty clear.
Pretty clear.
We'll give you the answer to that question when we come back on Morning Coffee.
Live or body you were born with, just you. GNC for You is personalized daily packs delivered to your door each month. Packs with your name on them, filled with the industry's best vitamins and supplements. A regimen designed for the goals you have, built around a profile we developed from answers provided by you. And it's from GNC, a name you trust. Don't take someone else's vitamins. You don't need to, because there's GNC for You. Take the free quiz at GNCforyou.com.
Napa know-how. Now at Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers, get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card when you buy oil, air, and cabin air filters. Because let's be honest, you probably don't remember the last time you changed them. So buy all 3 filters at your local Napa and get $20 back. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers. Limit 2 prepaid cards per household while supplies last. Offer ends 10/31/19.
It's time again for the Autumn Vendor Show at Steph's Coffee Shop in Mill Shoals this Saturday, October 19th from 9 to 4. Come see 23 vendors with the new vendors like Rookery's Nest Homemade Soaps, 10 Junkyard Art, The Primitives by Brian, Kelsey Signs, Amy's Lighted Wine Bottles, Food by Big Boy Catering, Sweet Tea and Jesus, Arlita and Jamie's Homemade Cinnamon Rolls. You can't go wrong. Steph's Coffee Shop's Autumn Vendor Show this Saturday, October 19th in Mill Shoals. See you there.
Honey, it's our favorite time of year, and I got you something to celebrate.
A McRib! It's just what I wanted.
Happy McRib season, sweetie.
I love you.
I love you too.
Actually, I was talking to my McRib.
Oh, okay, well, I'll leave you two alone.
Celebrate McRib season with McDonald's. Enjoy the deliciously saucy McRib, only for a limited time and only at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's.
Listen for Sports Talk every Saturday morning at 9 on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com. Each Saturday, we'll talk with area coaches about their respective sports. Plus, we'll get you updated on the local and national sports scene. It's all on Sports Talk each and every Saturday morning at 9 on your home for sports, WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Egyptian President Anwar Sadat was assassinated?
Anwar Sadat was admired and loved. His death today, an act of infamy, fills us with horror.
Former Presidents Nixon, Ford, and Carter attended the funeral. The Senate okayed the sale of AWACS radar planes to Saudi Arabia. The Dodgers blew out the Yankees in the World Series. Mork married Mindy. Dick Tracy celebrated 50 years of fighting crime in the comics. Chariots of Fire and Halloween 2 were new at the movies. And here's what the new music sounded like.
Here I am. Just once. Trying to live my life without you. She's a bad man was down to say goodbye to Hollywood. Everything she does is magic. I've done everything for you.
Think you got it? Well, hold on. The answer and just a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. Red Delicious or Paula Red apples, $1.99 in a 3-pound bag. 10-pound russet or Idaho potatoes, $3.99. Baby carrots or fresh celery, 99 cents each. And broccoli crowns, $1.69 in a 1-pound bag. Prices are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Fairfield Save-A-Lot store on West Main.
October 1981.
Olivia Newton-John and Physical, the top song of October 1981. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Farming. It's genetics, what you're made of. It's agronomy, local knowledge and having the tools to put the right product in the right place. It's service, built on trust, grit, and determination. Because what it takes to make the best product is a lot like what it takes to make a farmer. Golden Harvest, rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service.
Grow with Golden Harvest seed through the Golden Advantage program. 0% interest on extended terms. Contact your seed advisor today.
All right, the question of the day is what we're dealing with. And we had about 190 votes. When I checked earlier, 180. It's gone up about 10 in the last half hour. But 180 votes. 72% of the people were on one side of this issue. The question, should people be allowed to obscure their true identities online? And what's meant by that is, there is a legion of trolls out there that can say whatever they want to because they're not worried about any kind of repercussions because their name is obscured. Mm-hmm. It's, they've taken on a new persona, a new identity. You have any idea what I'm talking about here, Sheldon?
Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, anyway, the long and short of it is 72% of the people thought, no, people should have to identify themselves in their real life skin.
Yeah.
Online. We had 72% to 28, 121 votes to 59. We had 1,400 people look at this, 180 people vote, and Beverly was one of the few. We had 3 or 4 people. 3 people said, I don't understand, so, well, then don't vote. I thought it was a pretty clear question. Don't dog me on the question. Beverly says, I don't know whether if it's good or not, But when you lie, you have to remember what you told. It's Beverly with a little bit of wisdom there. So there you go. 3 out of 4 people think that you should have to be accountable for who you are when you say something in social media.
I say it doesn't matter because the NSA will still track you down.
That's right. They know who you are.
Big Brother knows.
That's right, Sheldon. There's no doubt about that. Did you see where yesterday?
I like the NSA, by the way, if they're listening.
You're pro NSA.
Yeah, pro NSA, yes.
Well, that's good to know. So am I, for the record. Yesterday we had the birthday of Suzanne Summers.
Yes.
You'll recall.
Uh-huh.
She turned 73 yesterday. You know who we're talking about,
Yes.
right? Of course.
From Three's Company.
Three's Company. Guess what she did yesterday?
Also, the girl in the T-Bird from Graffiti Night. Or American Graffiti.
That's right. You're
what
right.
did she do yesterday to celebrate her birthday?
I bet she sold something on QVC.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Nope, she didn't.
Posed nude for something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on Instagram.
Why do you guys have your phones out?
I'll show you later, okay? Yesterday, she shared a photo of herself in Palm Springs, California. It was her birthday, so she was in her birthday suit. 73. She was actually sort of crouching behind shrubbery as she covers her chest with her arms, if I recall.
If you recall.
So you've been told?
That's what I've been told. Mm-hmm. I didn't look it up or anything like that. So, I think those years are past me.
Yeah?
I don't think I'll be doing that on my 70th. I don't even think I'll be doing that on my 63rd birthday. Don't think it's a good idea. Wouldn't have done that. But Suzanne thought it was a pretty good idea, and she didn't even show us the thighs. She was the queen of the thigh master, if you'll remember.
I remember that.
Very, very firm. All right, George Strait. Guess who's in the news? George Strait.
George Strait.
Yes, he is. The king of country music, making Billboard history yesterday. George Strait became the first artist ever to chart 100 songs on the country airplay chart list.
100.
100.
Wow.
The milestone came this week when Strait's latest single, I guess he's going to go on tour again.
To promote the new single.
I sure hope not. I've been to one too many tours. Anyway, the latest single, The Weight of the Badge, entered the chart.
The Weight of the Badge?
That's the name of the song, The Weight of the Badge.
Does Chuck Norris make an appearance on the tour as Walker Texas Ranger or something?
You know, Walker's real.
Okay.
You might not think so, but I know for sure. Here's a good one. This is from Hartford, Connecticut. You're free to comment. Police in Hartford, Connecticut are investigating after a woman allegedly bit off her ex-boyfriend's finger. I emphasize finger.
What was that finger doing in his mouth?
Then uploaded a confession to the whole thing on Facebook. Now, let me tell you something.
I did it. I'm sorry.
Just for a moment. I'm 62. My choppers aren't sharp enough to take off somebody's digit. I mean, come on. Those are some pretty sharp choppers, don't you think?
I would think. Or somebody really had to be trying.
Anna Lindo is being held on first-degree assault. That's what they call it?
Yeah.
Digital assault.
No pun intended, right?
And disorderly conduct charges. They always throw that on you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's always on there.
The victim told cops he was trying to keep her from hitting him with a brick. when she bit down on one of his fingers, severing it. I guess it could have been worse, huh?
That's right.
Investigators later learned that Lindo posted a video boasting about what she'd done and showing on the video the severed finger.
Didn't even throw it at him when she got done, huh?
No, she went right Facebook Live. Look here, what I've got.
Yeah.
It's a finger.
Look, here's the finger for you.
By the time authorities recovered the digit, it was too late for medical reconnection. So he's not going to be playing the piano.
He's going to be known as Old Three Finger.
Well, I think she only got one.
Well, that'd be 3 fingers.
Well, I mean, are you counting the thumb as a digit or not?
I said 3 fingers.
He said 3 fingers.
All right.
That's a science question. I mean, technically, they're all phalanges.
That sounds like a question of the day.
Is the thumb a finger?
Where's
Vaughn
finger?
at? Where's Vaughn at? He could probably tell us.
I need help from the peanut gallery. Wouldn't you consider the thumb to be
I wouldn't
finger?
consider it to be a finger. It's the thumb.
The big thumper? What's your ruling?
I kind of consider it a finger, even though
I
it's
do
called
too.
thumb.
So, is the thumb a finger? So he started to. Is the thumb a finger?
How technical do you want to be?
See,
I don't want to be technical. See,
we got to be technical about it.
Very analytical.
Technical, then people always say you have 5 fingers, but
Right, 5 fingers. So one of them, if she bit off a finger,
if you're going super in depth,
I think. What? Okay, Tom Levine says you're wrong, buddy.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi. Go ahead.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he gave up. He was going to weigh in on the whether the thumb is a finger or not.
Yeah.
I bet that. See, this is the kind of stuff that doesn't get discussed on other radio stations, Sheldon.
Now let's talk about the toes. I mean, you kind of.
That's why we're number one in Fairfield. Number one.
You kind of separate the toes. I mean, you call out the pinky toe and the big toe, but what about the other toes?
You know, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you call them.
Well, I mean,
There's probably some kind of
if you count,
toe racial injustice there.
Aren't they little?
Where you're labeling the.
Aren't they little piggies?
Well.
big toe is the captain of the toes.
Okay.
The big toe is the captain of the toes.
Okay.
I think.
And I guess the next one is probably the first lieutenant or the second lieutenant. Then the next one is the first lieutenant.
Well, we have a problem.
Next one will be the sergeant major.
I'm telling you.
And then the next one would just be the private.
Do you think I have the guts to post a question? Is the thumb really a finger?
Go ahead.
People, you know what they'll write?
I don't understand that question.
That's not clear enough. All right. Here's one. Sheldon, write this down because you're going to want to do this. Jim Beam, our friend from Kentucky, he's giving visitors a chance to book a one-night stay at a house on the distillery grounds. The Airbnb opens October 21st through the end of the year. Get a load of this. The house accommodates 6 people. It costs just $23 a night.
Why? Why is it only $23?
I have no idea. That covers lodging, a guided tour of the distillery, a barbecue dinner, and a tasting. A tasting of Jim Beam's bourbon.
I'd have to say if you're a bourbon fan, that would be a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah.
Wrap all 4 fingers around
I
that.
am booking my trip now.
Wrap all 4 fingers around that drink.
That's right.
And your thumb.
So you got to have your thumb.
You got to have your thumb to pick up a drink.
Yeah.
There it is, Sheldon. Sheldon proving you can
And
pick
he
up a
did it with
drink.
3 fingers, no less.
You could get into a great big argument with your wife and come out still drinking. All right.
I bet that guy wears those like shark gloves now, the chain mesh things. If he's
Kevlar.
If he's arguing with his bride.
Yeah, well, I'd be real worried. She's got a good, sharp pair of choppers.
Well, you know.
I'd just stay clear of her. One of Guns N' Roses' classic songs has reached 1 billion views on YouTube and counting. Guess it.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah, that's right. Remember I told you that I was the manager of a college radio station?
Yeah.
Guy came in, one of the kids, said, listen, we got to start playing this Guns N' Roses song, Sweet Child of Mine. I listened to it and I said, never go anywhere. It's not a good song. Guess what?
Yeah.
1 billion views on YouTube.
I thought it was a good one.
The music video has now... They left a lot of money on the table, Guns N' Roses. They just would have stuck around for a while. They could have made millions and millions more.
Mm-hmm.
The music video is still averaging close to 600,000 views a day here in 2019. That amazing?
Yeah.
Sheldon, how many kids you got?
3.
And what is the... you have boys, girls? What do you got?
The oldest and youngest are girls, and the middle is a boy.
Yeah. A new study shows that pregnant women under stress are more likely to give birth to female babies. Have you stressed your wife?
Apparently twice.
Yes, apparently. more than once. That women who are mentally tense had 2 boys for every 3 girls and were more likely to give birth prematurely and labor longer. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 boys. What does that say?
That you didn't stress anyone out.
Nope. Boy, she stressed me.
But for all the single guys out there, if you're stressing the ladies, you're improving the younger generation's odds. If they're having...
That's true. Good point.
2 girls to every 1 boy.
I like the way you think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. Besides...
I actually picked colleges to visit because of that ratio.
Explain that. You don't get away with making a comment like that without explaining it.
No, when I was in high school,
yes,
looking for colleges to go visit.
I had a
list of criteria.
And that was...
The criteria was percentage of women to men.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what fulfilled that? Did that?
What do you mean?
Did you end up going to a school that had more women than men?
I did, as a matter of fact.
Okay. Well, what was the ratio? Do you know right offhand?
I think it was like 60-40.
60-40 women to men.
Yeah.
And where did you graduate? I forget.
Murray
State. You were a racer.
I was a racer. I went to Murray.
Okay. And there were a lot more women there than men.
Well, I don't know if it's quite 60-40, but it was, maybe
that's
55,
pretty much the
45.
ratio on the college campuses today.
Yeah.
A lot more women than men, which is good for men.
Yeah.
Anyway, some Outback steakhouses are turning to artificial intelligence to help improve customer service. What they do is they use cameras to monitor how long it takes for customers to be greeted, how long it takes them to be seated, and the cleanliness of the lobby. You're probably on the cusp of this in the car business, aren't you, Sheldon? I mean, somebody walks. I got to tell you something.
There is some of that stuff out there.
I'm just telling you. I even walk by your lot, and one salesperson in particular can smell me.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not even in the neighborhood, and he comes out and greets me. And guess what? He sold me 3 cars over the course of the last 10 years. So, I mean, it works.
We don't subscribe to any of these paid services, but there is a plethora of stuff out there that is rather frightening.
Well, give me a break.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Fill us in here.
Oh, this geo-fencing and geo stuff. They can...
Sheldon, I'm going to tell you, this is where people come to belly up to the trough of knowledge and slurp.
Yeah.
So help us slurp.
They've got all this stuff where they can track your phones and place you at events or see how close you are to certain businesses.
I know this much. I know this is possible.
Not that I don't like it.
No.
The NSA listening again.
For a moment. I know for a fact, because this company, we're talking about the company that owns this radio station, has digital advertising that makes it possible for you, Sheldon Bunny, to be the Big Thumper at your place. And if somebody went to a competing car dealership, they walked on the lot at a competing car dealership, they would receive
a picture of the Big Thumper on their phone.
A picture of the Big Thumper smiling out front of a string of lights.
and then they would buy a car
at the competitor.
No, but I mean, they get through digital. They get a message or they get an ad that shows that what they're looking for on that lot really is at your lot for less money. Yes. Go
Good
ahead.
morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Take a shot at that Jim Beam and get her done.
All right. Thanks.
Jim
Okay.
Beam's friend. That's Jim Beam's friend Hiram Walker.
Hiram.
Yeah.
He's got another friend named
But you know, you
Jack.
start talking about stuff, and you know,
Pappy.
if we start talking in conversation here, and our phones are listening, that stuff's going to start popping up. You know.
It does.
It does. You're right.
It's eerie in that
It
regard.
is.
Yes, Big Brother is listening. You, if I just mentioned
Little brother, middle brother, and all your sisters, grandma, grandpa, everybody's listening.
just mention, let's just for a moment. Let me say the words Branson, Missouri. I guarantee you, sometime today, on my phone,
Yes.
while I'm surfing the internet, there will be an ad for Branson, Missouri. Not out of happenstance, because they know I'm looking at something in Branson, Missouri. So, by the way, my youngest son got transferred to Springfield, Missouri.
Which is just down the road from Branson.
Looks like a
Bass Pro trip.
Looks like a Bass Pro trip, and maybe down to Branson, and maybe some
Silver
golf.
Dollar City.
Maybe I'll learn to golf
Is
again.
that still a thing, Silver Dollar City?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah, it's still there.
Let me tell you about Silver Dollar City. Last time I was there, it's all on a hill, Sheldon, and it's all people that are older than me, and they must have 800 of those little electric carts, and there's traffic jams going up and down, and you don't want to get down at the bottom of the hill as somebody's brake lets go.
Yeah.
You could get rolled in Branson, Missouri at Silver Dollar City. All right, so you got some. We've got your live call right here.
Yeah.
And we've got questions.
We do.
Trivia questions. You're going to share them with us.
Trivia questions.
Okay. All right.
Testing my knowledge.
Yeah. All right. Steve McQueen and Bud Eakins both drove during the famous car chase around San Francisco in the film Bullet.
Yes.
Yes.
What type of car do they drive?
I got that.
All right.
Okay.
I got both of them.
All right.
Oh, you really? There was two different types of
in the
vehicles.
car chase, there was two cars involved.
Good.
right.
I'm glad.
I've got
I
the
remember.
colors too, if you need that.
Woo!
Man, that's impressive. James Bond drove several cars throughout his films. The best and most famous car appeared for the first time in Goldfinger.
Okay.
Give me the name of the car.
I've got the brand. I don't know if I've got the model.
Okay. Number 3, the driver of which car won the race in the movie Cannonball Run?
Oh my.
Which car won the race in Cannonball Run?
I'm just going.
I've got a yeah.
All right. Number 4. What type of car is Eleanor in the movie Gone
Got
in
that.
60 Seconds?
I don't remember seeing that movie.
In the first Beverly Hills Cop movie, what type of car did Axel drive at the beginning of the movie?
I've got that too.
Okay.
Boy,
All right.
I'm fairly certain
he's
on that.
thumping.
All right.
He's thumping.
What type of car did Jim Carrey drive in the first Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
Man, you're getting some obscure stuff here.
What type of car did Magnum PI drive?
Ugh.
You know
Yeah.
that?
That's
Yeah.
an easy one.
That's
yeah.
an easy one.
Number 8, what was the screen name? What was the name of the character known as the Bandit in Smokey and the Bandit?
Oh.
What's the question, Ian?
What was the real name of Bandit?
Oh,
Not
in
the
movie
actor's name,
Smokey?
but
not the actor's
Yeah,
name,
I know.
but the character's name.
it's going to be hard.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Which,
now-
you're looking brilliant here.
Yeah, I know. Which type of vehicle was being pursued across 4 states in the 1971 movie Vanishing Point?
Got that.
Look at this.
The thumper is thumping.
All right. And what kind of car did Wayne and Garth drive?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because I don't have to say anything. I'm just going to look at you, okay? We'll be back with more on Morning Coffee. The big thumper is going to thump. Coming back.
When there's no time to be sick, let SSM Health help you feel better faster. For just $25, you can consult an SSM Health provider online about most minor illnesses. Just answer a few questions, receive your treatment plan, and a prescription if needed. It's that easy. Virtual visits are available to everyone. No insurance is required. Start the healing from home at ssmhealth.com/virtual visit.
Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance, Wayne City, specializes in families. From auto accidents to home disasters to that very memorable first day of college, you'll have peace of mind with insurance from your Pekin Insurance Agency, putting you and your family first with insurance coverage for your home, auto, life, health, or business, and at competitive rates that will fit your individual needs. Call your Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance today, going beyond the expected.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet in Mount Vernon has all your flooring needs. They have a large selection in stock and always give great service. Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet certificates are available on the Big Deal Store.
Hi, this is Elizabeth Gonzalez with People's National Bank. People's National Bank has partnered with Zelle. Zelle is an easy way to send and receive money with family, friends, and others you trust. You can use Zelle today right from your PNB To Go mobile banking app. Money moves directly between bank accounts fast. Stop by People's National Bank today to learn more about Zelle. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
WFI, WFM, and Ultra Products are bringing back the popular Show Us Your Rack promotion. Now through December 31st, upload pictures of you and your buck to the Show Us Your Rack page at WFIWradio.com. The first 25 photos uploaded will receive a free t-shirt from Ultra Products in Fairfield. On Friday, January 3rd, one lucky hunter will be drawn from all the entries and win a Carbon Express Piledriver 390 crossbow valued at $400. Go to WFIWradio.com for complete details. Good luck, hunters.
Time to check that Fairfield area weather forecast. Sunshine today, high of 60. Clear tonight, low 35. For tomorrow, partly sunny, high 65. Sunny and 70 on Saturday, and for Sunday, partly cloudy, high 72. Overnight low was 36. Yesterday's high was 53. Currently, humidity is at 97%. Winds are calm. Pressure at 30.11. Clear skies right now, and 39 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good as well this morning. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation. All right, Sheldon Bunning with us on the show. And Sheldon, we got to talk about...
Hold on. I got something first.
All right, go
my
ahead.
lovely wife, who has never, ever nibbled on any of my fingers, by the way. I just want to say that up front.
Yeah.
And we have to talk about the fingers one more time, because we have a definition now on what a finger is and what a thumb is. Okay. Anyway, she handed me this. This is Southern Living. And she asked me about the Wagoneer on the front cover of this.
Oh, yeah.
Is it coming back?
Yeah. Tell us about that.
It is supposed to be coming back. It's going to be slated, I think, for 20 or 21, but it's going to... The rumors have swirled, been all kinds of pictures on the internet, retro, all this stuff, but from what we've been told, it's going to be a very super high-end luxury vehicle. And I think they're going to make two trims. They're going to make a Grand Wagoneer and a Wagoneer.
Is it going to be retro?
Grand
is it going to look
Wagoneer.
like... You don't know if it's going to be like the one on the cover.
If it
here,
has the
Southern
faux
Living.
wood on the side, I will probably remortgage everything I have to get one.
The Woody's coming back, huh?
All right.
Which I have 2.5 in my personal stash south of town, but
Wow, you collect.
more of a hoard than a collect.
All right. Speaking of Jeeps, what new have you got on the lot? You
Well,
got
we
the
have
20s
some
in,
new,
right?
well, we do. We have 20s. The 20s are hitting the ground in most every model. We've got a few 19s left. Big deals on that stuff. If you want to talk about exciting Jeep news, the 3-liter turbo diesel V6 has been released for order in the Wrangler.
Ooh.
That would have to make an off-road beast, I would think.
No, I would think so.
Lots of woodens and torque.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we can now order the Wrangler with
Man.
the 3-liter turbo diesel V6.
And, of course, Le Mans is the place for trucks.
That's right. We've got lots of Rams. We've got some great, amazing deals on new Rams on the 19s and some big money on the Silverados as well.
All right. And, of course, all the inventory online at LeMansOnline.com.
That is correct.
All right. Okay. Are we ready for trivia?
Define. We had definition.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Vaughn
do we
came
need
in.
Vaughn in here to explain this? Because
Jeff, come here. Peanut Gallery, come here. Jeff, tell us a little bit about what you discovered about the definition of finger versus thumb. Because I won't use it as a question now.
By the way, we're changing his name to Jeff Rowe.
Are you, though? Okay, so, wow, this is just the wrong height. There we go. So, technically, they're supposed to be different, but even the official definition from Merriam-Webster makes it, well, it obfuscates it, to put it that way. So,
well, I like that word, obfuscate.
Look that word up.
Don't worry, I can. I've got Merriam-Webster
No,
pulled up.
please don't.
Finger, any of the 5 terminating members of the hand, a digit of the forelimb, especially one other than the thumb. So, different number of joints, different number of phalanges. Technically, they're different, but modern vernacular just says 5 fingers. So, there you go.
But we have deemed now that we say that the thumb is a finger, not a finger.
A fanger.
Look
finger.
Look up fanger.
Yeah,
All right, so I'm going to give it up to you. I'm going to say probably you're right, even though digit, 5 digits.
Yeah, but you didn't say digits.
No,
You
I said it was a
finger.
finger. All right, so then I'll say you're right. There, I'll give it up for you.
We'll accept that.
Go ahead, and I want to apologize deeply for questioning that on your part.
All right, thank you.
No, really.
Your apology is accepted.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
All right, car trivia. Steve McQueen, Bud Akins both drove during the famous car chase around San Francisco in the film Bullitt. What type of car did they drive as the character Frank Bullitt?
Steve McQueen drove a 68 Mustang Fastback.
Yes.
And I'm assuming Bud Egan was the villain.
Actually, I believe he was the stunt driver.
Oh, the stunt driver, okay. Because he chased a 69 Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
Ah,
The Mustang was green, Charger was black.
wow.
I'm
This
a
is
Bullitt
impressive.
Man. All right, although James Bond drove several cars throughout the films, the best and most famous car appeared for the first time in Goldfinger.
I saw what
Austin
you wrote
Healy?
down.
I wrote down Austin Healy.
Austin Martin.
Is it Austin Martin?
Aston Martin.
Aston Martin.
Aston Martin, I'm sorry.
The Aston Martin
Finger.
DBS.
They brought it back later in other movies, too. Most recent, Daniel Craig, I think, drove it. in
I
one
think
of
that
those
was the
movies.
deal. I think they usually drove an Aston Martin. To be correct.
Driver of which car won the race in the 1981 movie The Cannonball Run?
I had a guess off air, but mine was wrong. I was going to say the Chic was the Rolls Royce, but
How about,
maybe the girls in the Ferrari.
How about Dom DeLuise?
What did he drive?
I don't know.
We need to know what
Just a
type of car
vehicle?
won.
I don't know.
I know what.
It was not the Ferrari.
Not the
It
Ferrari.
was the Lamborghini.
Oh, the Lamborghini, the girls one. That's right.
Yep. Mhm. What type of car is Eleanor in Gone with the Wind? We talked about it
Gone with
earlier
the
in the
Wind.
show.
Gone with the Wind?
Gone in 60 seconds.
I was going to say, I didn't know they had any vehicles in the Civil War. I don't know.
68 Mustang Fastback.
Actually, it was a Shelby GT.
Well, Shelby Mustang.
Fastback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the first Beverly Hills Cop, what type of car did Axel drive?
I'm looking at Sheldon all the time. And the
Oh,
peanut
wait.
gallery.
I'm thinking. Nope. I'm thinking 48 hours.
Yeah, 48 hours he drove the little Porsche.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. What did Axel? He had a Nova.
He had a Chevy Nova.
Oh, that went out, didn't I?
Boom shakalaka.
You pulled that one right out of
Boy,
the...
yeah.
It was like a gift. It just came to me.
Don't say where he pulled it.
All right, what type of car did Jim Carrey drive in the first Ace Ventura Pet Detective?
Monte Carlo.
Look at this.
He's something else.
I'm a vast bank of useless knowledge.
You are.
You're good today.
All right. What type of car did Magnum P.I. drive?
Ferrari.
Yep, the Ferrari. You got it. Number 8. What was the screen name of the bandit played by Burt Reynolds in the 1977 movie Smokey and the Bandit?
Bo Darvel.
Look at this! Man!
That's pretty impressive. You got to admit.
All
Of course,
right.
your life is cars, man.
All right.
We're not. Where are they?
Number 9. What type of auto was being pursued across 4 states in the 1971 movie The Vanishing Point?
I don't remember what year, but it was a Dodge Challenger.
Yes, it was. Man. Yes, it was.
You know, if this was Jeopardy, you'd be getting a big paycheck.
Yeah.
Guess what we're going to give you here? Nada.
Same as last time.
That's right.
Our final question: What car did Wayne and Garth drive in the movie Wayne's World?
Pacer.
The AMC Pacer. What color was it?
Blue, light blue.
That was
with
like
flames.
the only color that came in the Pacer, isn't it?
Tan, maybe tan.
Is that the one they were singing Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes.
Yes, it is. The light blue Pacer.
I loved Pacers back in the day. Are they? Do you see any restored Pacers out there?
I don't think
No.
so.
No, I don't.
I've ever seen
Ever.
a Pacer.
Where? No, not that kind of Pacer. I'm talking about an AMC Pacer, not a pace car.
I think he's referring to the Indianapolis Pacers.
Oh, he's talking basketball terms.
Yeah.
I missed that too. Went right over my head.
I think the Pacer was the Gremlin's ugly stepsister, wasn't it? Or
Yes.
something?
I think so.
It's very
Man.
wide. I mean, it
Like
looks,
a fishbowl.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Aquarium.
a fishbowl, because it had those big windows in the back.
Yep. Yellow Pacers. Somebody sent me a message. They don't know what they're talking about. So there. Right here. This guy's the encyclopedia. This guy is the A to Z when it comes to vehicles.
All right, real quick. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hey, that's Sheldon. What car was that in the movie Christine?
I believe it was a 57 Plymouth.
You got it.
Oh, that baby!
Man!
Whoa!
On that note,
I think we got to close down before he
gotta
does
get
anything
outta
else.
here.
Yeah, the Big Thumper. Sheldon Bunny, thank you for being here. We
Hey, thanks for
appreciate
having me.
it. All right. Well, Dave Rigg here tomorrow? There you go.
That's what he told me.
All right, we're gonna have Dave Rigg here tomorrow. Take care.